Welcome to CrashRacer. Today we're playing Wreckfest and we are going to have a look at the 4 daily challenges. So challenge 1 today is a race at the Eagles Peak Motor Park, and here are all the vehicles on the starting grid. I'm going to use automatic gears and these difficulty settings for all 4 challenges today. And then these are the tuning settings that I'm going to use for this challenge. So we're in the Speed Demon and we're going to do something a little bit different. I did this a few weeks ago and I quite enjoyed it. We are going to give ourselves a 10-second handicap for all of the challenges. As you can see, I'm being pushed along by the AI here, who don't seem to have the common sense to go round. There's our time to start anyway, so off we go. Yeah, I did this a few weeks ago and I quite enjoyed it. It made it a bit more of a challenge. Certainly gives a bit more intensity to the challenges, and you can't mess around at all. Let's see how we get on with this one. Of course, now I'm committed to doing that. We're going to have to do this for all 4 of the daily challenges today, and yeah, we'll see how we get on anyway. Up into the mid pack on this first lap. The rest of the pack strung out in front of me, and that one has spun out right in front of me, which is not ideal. Just past then on the crossover at the moment, no problems on the crossover. Whether we'll get any issues on the second lap, we might do actually, because obviously there's that many crossovers on this track that it doesn't take long before you start getting cars coming up. We've got a really good run down here. We're up into 6th place by the look of it as we start the second lap. The leader has broken slightly ahead. If we can sling it up here, that puts us up into 3rd place. Yeah, there's second, can't quite, there's the leader right at the top, just going behind the tree. So we have got a bit of catching up to do, and there's not an enormous amount of the lap left. Inside here, can't afford to make any mistakes now because I've got no time to recover if I do. Crossover is clear, which is good. Leader's gone slightly sideways around there. It's allowed me to close up slightly. We've still got some work to do though. Again, the crossover is clear here. Looks like there might be something on the crossover over here though. In saying that, looks like they might have stopped. Right, we need to get a really good corner here. Can we get up the inside as we come around this final corner onto the straight? Got to make sure I don't get spun. I think we're through if we've got the speed. Yeah, through for a really close win then in that first challenge. On to challenge 2 then, and we are at the Savalac Sandpit for this one. It's a school bus challenge, and it looks like everyone's going to be in school buses. Okay, 2 laps around here, 12 of us, no one behind me, so I'm guessing this time, yeah, there's no one behind me to hit me and push me forward. We're just going to have to sit here for 10 seconds. Just got to hope that with these school buses they have an almighty squabble around some of these tight corners. I mean, the only good thing with giving them a head start is hopefully it will allow the field to string out a bit more, and means I can overtake them a little easier. Bit of a crash on this corner here. Can I get around the back? Oh, I can get around the back, but I didn't realise there was a bus over on its side, which is why everyone was avoiding it. I'll sneak up the inside on this corner. Just got to watch I don't get my wheels too much over that inside, because you can flip the bus over. Up into 7th place then, down this fast section towards this tight right hand corner here. Can we sling it up the inside? Yeah, having this time handicap, you really can't, whereas sometimes I would back out of overtakes and wait for a better opportunity. I've got to be a little bit more cavalier in my attitude really, which is good fun. Up into 6th place now. Can we get a good run up the inside here towards this next left hand corner? Yeah, up into 5th. Leader not too far ahead either. And behind the lead 2 now as we're coming towards the final corner. They're going really slowly actually. Can I get all the way around the outside? Obviously I might get squashed into the side. Just got to watch that I get whacked into that bridge. No, we're through and up into the lead just about as we start the second and final lap. Second place still right behind me. Ooh, nearly took that too tight and flipped over. Okay, we're off and up into the lead and starting to pull away then, so yeah, 10-second penalty on this one, 10-second handicap that we gave ourselves at the start of the race. Hasn't caused too much problem on this challenge. Just got to hold it together for the rest of this lap now. It's obviously quite a long lap, and with only 2 laps I'm not expecting to see any back markers, even those ones that crashed and the one that was on its side near the start I'm imagining are going to be out of the way. Just keeping my eyes open, but we should be okay. Obviously with all being in the same vehicle, performance is the same, so we are pulling ahead, but we're not totally shooting off into the distance, so yeah, got to make sure I don't make any silly mistakes, else I'll quickly lose this place. Last few corners now though. We're on this final tight left hand corner, don't swing too wide, on with the power, and time to switch the camera. And over for our second win. Challenge 3 then is at the Fairfield Mud Pit. This is score streak time and we are in the road cutter. Okay, again 10-second handicap, so we're just going to sit here from the start. 4 minutes. Of course we're going to miss this mad rush into the centre. I'm just rolling forward now, that's not me accelerating at all, I've just started to roll. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so I missed that initial dive into the centre, which of course always gets you at least 1 free hit to start with. The only good thing is here is 4 minutes is a good amount of time, even though it's 8,000 points for the gold trophy, so it's the higher level that we're after. As you know, there's many a score streak where I've just grabbed the final points that I need in the last second or two of the challenge, so I'm hoping that's not going to be the case with this one. Almost a minute gone already and we've really only just started, but we are building that score multiplier up quite well, which of course is the key to these score streaks. Don't need to get massive hits at this early point while my front end's intact, just need to get counting hits. Need to hit something quickly here. Damn, lost all my score streak. That was a shame. I was just about to get hit when an AI car just tapped me in the side and nudged me wide of the one I was aiming for. That's a shame because there's quite a few badly damaged vehicles around here now, so starting to be the chance of getting some wrecks like that one. But of course I'd really like to get those wrecks with my score multiplier right up, so it's big points. We are starting to close in on that Von's trophy score though, at least. There we go, good wreck there to get that. I think it was a wreck anyway, it should have been. That car was badly damaged. In saying that, I think I just glanced off it and that was probably the wrecking assist that just popped up on the screen then. 2 minutes left then, halfway stage, making good progress now, well over halfway towards the gold trophy in terms of points. So the front end of our car is starting to get badly damaged, and in terms of overall damage we've got 82 left, so unlikely, very unlikely that we're going to wreck ourselves and have to respawn. So we are going to have to manage as best as we can with the front end of our car, whatever state it's in. Obviously that just means we're going to have to do harder and harder hits as we go on. See there, that was a big hit into the side of that vehicle and that just didn't count at all. There's a good wreck though. Right, how many more points do we need? Just about 1,000 then. 1,000 more for the gold trophy and we've got a minute left. So fingers crossed we're not going to be down to the wire, or even worse, miss out by 10 seconds. There's a good hit on the side. Yeah, it is getting harder now to keep that score multiplier up. because we're having to really hit these cars solidly to count. There we go, there's the gold trophy there. There's the final points I need. Still got over 30 seconds left, so let's just keep going and see how many more points we can get before the end. Big hit there. Back into the centre and reset, because we're not going anywhere fast there. There's a badly damaged car, can't get to it though. Other one's blocked the way. Nearly up to 10,000 points. If we get one or two more hits, big hits here, we might get 10,000 points. No, score multiplier's just dropped, and that is the end. Gold trophy though, and a final score of 9,495. Fourth and final challenge of the day then is at the Hilltop Stadium. We are going to be racing around this figure of 8 circuit in Bugzilla, and we are up against all the big stuff. Again, there's nothing behind me, so I'm just going to have to sit here for 10 seconds and let them go. This is going to be an interesting one actually. Only 5 laps, which is not an enormous distance, and I'm hoping I can get over this crossover before these come. That was lucky. Obviously normally when you start a race on these figure of 8 circuits, the crossover really doesn't come into play for a couple of laps normally, but yeah, with giving them a 10-second head start, I was worried they were already going to be round through this centre section. Right, I've got to make some good clean progress now, get past some of these as quick as I can. As always, it's with these big vehicles, it can take a long time to get past them, and you can get bogged down in the mid pack. So again, we are clear through the crossover as we come over for the end of our first lap. Oh, nearly turned in too early and hit the concrete bit on the inside of that corner. Good run here though, up into 9th place now. Oh, big hit on the inside. I've done a really good job of keeping it clean and not hitting the others and getting held up, but unfortunately I was following that other Bugzilla through on that line, and they just misjudged that corner, turned in too early, and then it was too late for me to react. Up into 6th place now though. Can I get a good run on the outside here? Gonna have to, ooh, trouble at the crossover. Just managed to slam on anchors. I think I just tapped I think again it was a Bugzilla coming across me. Just managed to break enough though, so I just tapped it and it didn't affect me. Okay, we've got a gap here. If we can get across really quick, I'm not sure we can. At least, yeah, at least we're on the right hand side as we came across, so we've got vehicles inside us to protect us. We're right up into 2nd place now, and I'm pretty sure that is the leader right ahead of us. Can we slip up the inside coming round here? Up the inside but not past. There's a lot of vehicles coming. Whoa, we just both managed to get over the crossover, and I'm passed up into the lead. They are still right behind me though. 2 laps to go then. And there's a few cars coming. There's 1, 2, just about managed to brake and find a gap. Right, up around the outside of this battle bus. Oh, that's allowed 2nd place to come up and overtake me through the inside. Whoa, just been twisted as well. Back into 2nd place then, as we're coming round towards the start of the final lap. Luckily the leader there had to brake to avoid a collision at the crossover, and that's allowed me to slip up the inside back into the lead as we start this last lap. Oh, can we try and wreck this school bus? Come on, over you go. Oh, didn't manage to wreck it. I really shouldn't have done that. Obviously held me up, but I couldn't resist that. I thought I could manage to wreck that. Managed to flip it over, but incredibly didn't do enough damage. Right, just need to get over this crossover one last time. And there is a big gap if I can get there quick. Loads of chaos on the finish line, but that shouldn't matter. I could barge my way through. Yeah, sideways through the finish for a final win. Well, that's the end of today's daily challenges, and we've managed to get a clean sweep of gold trophies despite giving a 10-second handicap to ourselves for them all. Best of luck for all your attempts. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video, and see you soon.